Hey, come down, please. Yeah, I can feel it.
Sorry.
Ni hapa.
Songa. Yeye ndio nini na maji.
Excuse me, hii rain ya ceremony you.
Ati?
Panda. Wacha hiyo panda. Oh, ngoja mama mtapanda hiyo. Ndio hiyo. Let a fork. Fork. Okay. Nahi, seremoni hiyo ni seremoni. Onyesha mahali basi.
Tungoje malize.
Tuone miti moja. Let's go. Mkuja kwa miti ngapi? Mrembo mfano ni 26. Hello madam, how are you? Nzuri sana.
Mimi nimewin hii competition.
Okay, good. How are you? Fine. Very, thank you. Madam.
Yes. I won. I just want to sasa hii kusaidia.
Okay. Manaka umenishinda lakini ushingo upande. Wacha mimi niingie. Kitara yu wapi? Ndio huyo. Huyo lazima tumenyane na after hii. Yes, wewe umeshapata? Nimepanda. Jamani, tushangilie waziri. Motisha.
Yeah, I've done. Have you seen this?
Experience.
Kabisa. It does every day. Mtoto. At the end of his job.
Makofi kwake. Yeah.
You want your handshake?
Yes.
The message of government that for us to be able to defeat this coronavirus, we must wash our hands with the soap for about 20 seconds. We must wear a mask. We must social distance, and we must also stay at home when we have to. But let me come why we are here today. Today we are here at Ngong Hills Forest to plant trees as a way of marking African Public Service Day. African Public Service Day is a target or is a day marked by African Union to celebrate and share innovation, share experiences on how public services can be improved in Africa, such that the public services you get in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa are more or less the same. That's why the African Union came up with the African Charter on Principles of Public Service. So today, since 2006, Africa member states have been celebrating this African. We decided we want to mark that day by planting trees. You may ask why plant trees. The Kenyan government is very committed to achieving the target of 10% tree cover. And we thought there is a relationship between an effective public service and the climate change. So the more trees we have, the better we prepare ourselves for the impact of climate change, because we know all the challenges that we meet in the public service. The source could be the effect of climate change. So we thought we could improve public service by first improving the environment in which public servants work in by planting trees. So that's why we are here, and I'm very glad that CS Tobacco allowed us to come and celebrate and mark this Public Service Day here today. So I think we have been going to have a few more speeches, and maybe allow me also to ask my colleague to say just one or two once why.
Professor Kobia, let me register my appreciation. This is the second time in 1 week that you have been in Kajiado County. And as one of the residents of this county, let me again very, very heartily welcome you and your team to this beautiful county. Last week we were in Kajiado town celebrating the African Day, the Child Day for the child. Again, you gave us a lot of recognition, a lot of honor. And today, here, actually one of the largest water towers in this county, and probably also within the Rift Valley. Now, a few months ago, actually I think less than a month ago, the head of public service himself, with the PS, our PS, Dr. Kipto here, and other PSs, were here again to plant trees in this critical water tower. And you've said it, Cabinet Secretary, you know, public servants are known to sit behind the desk, or as it used to be, long time ago, leaving their coat, hanging their coat in the office and then disappearing. This day today that you are leading the nation in celebrating brings all the civil servants, all the public servants out of their offices to interact with the people, the communities, and there is no better way to celebrate this important day than to plant trees. We plant trees. These trees, by the time, for us, we will long expire, but these trees will be enjoyed by our children, and children yet to be born, who may or will be CSs, and even presidents. You never. Okay. Thank you very much, and I really don't want to say, because it's really just to thank you and your team. I'll only ask, I don't know whether there's been ensure that it is protected. Yeah. The trees are watered, and you may consider, Cabinet Secretary, as your ministry adopting this particular site, so that then I think that really provides a sustainability aspect, and we will be more than happy to grant you the documents to adopt this particular site. Thank you. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay.
Sure. So this fence it and protect, and you can adopt as yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. A lot of our colleagues are all over the country, joining other Kenyans wherever they are to celebrate. So on behalf of my minister here, who is here, I think he's going to speak for the rest of the ministry. But I just want to say that we are very serious in this exercise of meeting the tree plant, the 10% tree cover. For where we plant, we are keen to ensure there is 100% survival. So you will see that we have fenced already, and we keep monitoring. Sometimes I come alone here, well, the weekend I did a walk from Karen through Ololua Forest up to here, just a walk, but checking and calling TCF here and others to tell them to improve 1 or 2 areas here. So we plant, but as public servants, we want to make sure M&E is also important, that we monitor what we have done. So CAS, I assure you, if you come next year and CSS, you will see that we will have succeeded. I don't want to say more because CS is here. We'll speak on behalf of our ministry.
But today morning, I was with the head of public service, and he really wanted to join us in this exercise. But because of other duties, he was not able to make it. But as we have all been told, about 2 weeks ago, the head of public service was here. He led other senior civil servants and the Kenyans in planting trees that side that is already fenced. So his message today was that whatever we do, all these trees we are planting, the word here is sustainability. But we ensure that these trees, as PS Kiptoa said, they do not wither, so that come next time when we come around, we have 100% survival. And not only for Ngong, where we have been for 3 or so times, but all over the country, that whatever we are doing here today should be replicated across the country, and then sustainability also across the country, so that we achieve the 10% tree cover that we are really yearning for. So in the interest of time,
I think, in fact, this is a very, very big day. Prof, I can tell you, the commission that you left behind is very different and doing things very differently from the way you...
From the air, very air that we breathe, to combating climate change, preventing soil erosion. So I'm glad to be here to do my part together with my colleagues in achieving His Excellency the President's directive on achieving 10% forest cover by 2022. And also, of course, we are celebrating the Public Service Delivery Day. And of course, the government has recognized the key role that ICTs play in increasing efficiency in delivering public services to the public. And this has been done in our National ICT Policy 2019. So I'm glad to be here. That's all I have to say. And I encourage everyone to take part in these tree planting exercises. It's not just for us, but also for future generations. Thank you so much.
To Kenya School of Government, thank you to NYS, thank you to Huduma, thank you to the General Department. We as a ministry are very proud of you. Asante. I just want to say there was a competition of planting trees and our CS won. Yeah. Thank you, Waziri. We love Kajiado. Thank you.
CS Obiko, our ministry is working hard with the rest of government to see that we organize ourselves to see that Kenya breaks the Guinness Book of Record for being the country that planted the most number of trees in 1 hour. And we tried here, the head of public service planted 35 trees in 1 hour. We have tried ourselves, we have done 40, 45 to 50. So if we compete, all of us, 35 million of us, in 1 day, in 1 hour, throughout the country, we can achieve 3.5 billion trees. That will move us to more than 10% tree cover. So I'm appealing to the Minister for Public Service, because I think if we mobilize the entire public service towards this initiative, I think we will succeed.
With those few remarks, I now call upon my post.
The Chief Administrative Secretary is here, the Deputy Head of Public Service, Principal Secretaries, and all other dignitaries present and the members of the fourth estate. Mine will be short. Firstly, colleague, to thank you again, really for choosing Kajiado for the second time in a week. And as one of the residents of this county, this we do not take it for granted. You are here, we were in Kajiado town, I think last week, to celebrate. It is a huge recognition, significant recognition of the importance of this county, and I really, really must commend you. And I also commend you for your leadership of the public service, and for opening up the public service in sort of transforming the public service from once a very reclusive, isolated body or organ seen only in offices to now a more interactive, outgoing and participatory service. It is really due to your leadership and the men and women working with you. Thank you for choosing this Ngong Hills forest and water tower. Again, as it happened, this is the second event held here in less than a month. A month ago, the head of public service himself led the PSs and CSs in planting trees and adopting a site. And today you are here. Again, the importance of trees cannot be really overemphasized. Trees are for life. They provide life and sustained life. Provide the air we breathe, the water we drink, and so on and so forth. And climate change, really, there cannot be life without trees. Many tree planting events have been held here. Yes, many, almost every year. And you ask yourself, what happened to the trees that have been planted? Every year, events by government, non-governmental organizations, corporates have been planted here. Now, this forest was once 3,000 hectares, and it was a closed canopy forest when it was established, meaning that the trees, this would be a forest. Now, over time, what is remaining now, which is populated by trees, is only 500 hectares. 500 hectares. The rest is now bare land, degradation, human encroachment. And yet it is such a critical and vital water tower. The waters that feed our towns, Kiserian, Ngong, the river, Embakasi River, and so on and so forth, emanate from here. And we look at those rivers now, they have actually been reduced to a trickle because, again, of the greed of our people. Wangari Maathai said, destroy nature at your own peril. You protect nature, nature will protect you doubly. And I really commend the public service now for coming out to protect nature, to green the public service. And I'm quite happy that you're not just talking about planting trees, you are talking about growing trees. And that is why you have indicated your willingness to fence the area that you have planted today, to adopt that site, another site, as you and really for me and for the ministry, I cannot thank you enough. I thank you, and I think that's really what I would want to say. And I now take this opportunity.
Much Honorable CS